Hello again, and it's time to look at some more expensive football shirts. So I didn't do them last week, and to be honest, I'm thinking I'm doing it every 2 weeks now for two reasons. Firstly, it gives a chance for more shirts to appear, and then it makes the list a little bit better if I do it over two. And secondly, it does take a little bit of time to do these things. Obviously, I've got to do it on a Sunday morning to be released a Sunday evening, and if I keep doing it every week, I kind of don't really have a Sunday to myself. So if I do it every 2 weeks, it sort of ticks both boxes there. So I think that's fair. Should be alright. But this week we have some pretty cool stuff, and number one is actually will make you possibly laugh, cry. It's interesting. So we'll start with number 10, of course, and this time we are with an England shirt, and it's from 1982, and it claims to have a certificate of authentication. So if we scroll down to the description, it's pretty basic. All it kind of says is worn by Alvin Martin. So not the most fanciful of names, unless you're a West Ham fan, I guess. But still, match worn England shirt is still quite impressive. It said it originates from a Danish player who has provided a certificate of authenticity, from classic football shirts. So I think they're saying that the Danish player passed it to classic football shirts, and then this person's got it from classic football shirts. I don't know. Quite reputable place, quite reputable names. One thing though that I would have done if this was me selling this, I would have included that in the images on the listing. All there are, they're images of the shirt, which is fine, which is good, but nothing for the certificate, which is a bit silly. Mainly because that should reassure people that it is legit, and I feel like they missed out on a little bit extra money. But that's their choice, isn't it? So we'll start off with £850 for this one. So we're already quite, we're not far off 1,000, so it could be a high spending couple of weeks here. But yeah, it is what it is. The England shirt, it looks in decent condition. Next up, we have another one for me. So we have Manchester United, and this time it's the home shirt from 99-2000, so the year following their treble victory. And it is a long sleeve, and it is personalised with Solskjaer on the back. So, of course, current Manchester United manager, so his name's very popular in vogue at the moment. And it is brand new, the tags, and it is medium. So this is the sort of shirt that I would kind of have. So it's interesting to see what these go for. Looking at the photographs, really good condition, no issues. It is what you'd expect. Brand new with tags, and I suppose it would have been Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. People are more interested in him right now, and this one ended up selling after 61 bids for £866. So, if all my brand new tag shirts sell for that much, I will be very pleased. Next up, we have a Sheffield Wednesday shirt. So this is a match issued / prepared shirt by Trevor Francis. So, quite a very popular and important player there. Don't necessarily though for Sheffield Wednesday, I guess. This is the 93-94 fourth shirt. So guys, even back then, even back in the early 90s, they were releasing fourth shirts. So it's not just a new thing. It's not contemporary. They've been doing it for a while. So when you see, PSG, Chelsea, Napoli, Fiorentina releasing fourth shirts, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's been done before. So this one is a rare match issued prepared Sheffield Wednesday shirt of Trevor Francis. They recently secured part of a collection from Trevor personally. So this shirt comes directly from Mr. Francis himself. It's the condition. I mean, to be honest, the photographs are not amazing. And I'm not a massive, huge fan of this shirt itself. But for if you're a Sheffield Wednesday fan, I suppose that's a really great opportunity to get something, if it is actually being given by the man himself. And 24 bids ended up going for £942. So not quite 1,000, but that seems to be the going rate at the moment. Next up, we have another England shirt, but this time it's a little bit more contemporary, a little bit newer, and it's England match-worn football shirt. Steven Gerrard, Liverpool World Cup, Italy, another certificate proving it's all legit, never going to be wrong. And literally that's all it says in the description. It is a match-worn shirt from England-Italy game, group stage of the World Cup in Brazil 2014. Comes with a certificate. It does come with a certificate. It's that weird German one again, which I think last time ended up not being real anyway, so that's a bit weird. Only one bid this time. One bid. And the person who bid decided they would spend £1,000 bang on. That's a lot of money that is for a match that really wasn't very good. Maybe though, if it was Lampard, it might have been worth a little bit more. Eh? So £1,000, I wouldn't have gone for that one. Next, this is really nice. So this is the Brighton Hove Albion 1985 match worn red, obviously, Adidas football shirt top. Really nice. I really, really like this design. I don't know if Brighton have had a sort of a newer version of this, but if they haven't, they should absolutely go for it because it's really cool. So this one is an interesting one. There's quite a lot of detail in the description. So it says, firstly, it describes a little bit about the shirt, etc., which I think is fair. This shirt is 35 years old and has been match worn, so I do not expect it to be 100% condition. The shirt, however, is in excellent condition considering its age. Blah, 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 blah. I am selling this in conjunction with the Albion Raw radio show and have decided that all proceeds, minus any fees, will be split equally and donated to St. Peter and St. James Hospice in North Chailey in East Sussex and to Brighton's community radio station, Radio Reverb. So, clearly this has been done in in conjunction with a charity. So usually when those sort of listings appear, people are more inclined to spend money. And also it kind of, not guarantees, but it kind of makes you think that the shirt is legit. I don't think people are going to be wanting to sell fake shirts for charity. It's like, that's weird, guys. So, this time it was 26 bids and ended up going for £1,170. Which to me, I mean, Brighton, of course, they're not the most successful club in the world or the most popular club in the world. But I think this shirt looks really nice. It's a good cause, so I can see why people might want to spend a little bit of money on that. So that's fine in my eyes. Next, we have this one. It's an interesting one. So it's Manchester United, and it's the 2000 match-worn Gary Neville number 2 Umbro Red Home football shirt. So this is interesting. So it goes, a genuine Manchester United match-worn 2000-2001 Gary Neville number 2 shirt. This shirt contains all the differences that set aside from the replica version, and it talks about all that. This shirt was worn and washed consistently throughout the 2000 and 2001 Premier League season by Manchester United legend Gary Neville. Gary was issued with a handful of shirts a season, and this shirt would have been worn by him in a number of football matches. With this shirt being Umbro's famous sports wool, and with it being worn and washed consistently by Gaz, it is extremely bobbled. So they're claiming that it's one of Gary Neville's sort of shirts that he was allocated, and looking at the condition of the photographs, I mean, if it's been worn multiple times, either they know how to wash and maintain a shirt, or those patches and whatnot were just better quality back in the day, because, I mean, this one's kind of falling apart a little bit, and I didn't really wash it and wear it too often, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is. So 34 people interested in this one, and it ended up selling for £1,275. So I think that's not too bad considering it's been match worn many occasions, if that's entirely what happened. This one's interesting. It made me laugh. So it's a France football jersey, Lizarazu. Of course, it's it is a player that I don't think gets as much love as he should. I was a big fan of Lizarazu when he was at Bayern Munich. So this one is in French. It was coming from French, so I had to translate what the description says, right? So this is what it says. It says, France football jersey Lizarazu to seize the exceptional real football shirt worn by Vincente Lizarazu. So they've got his name wrong. Probably just a autocorrect. During the 1998 World Cup, which belonged to Aymeric Laporte, Manchester City player, my nephew. So this person is claiming that, firstly, Aymeric Laporte's their nephew, and I don't know, I guess Laporte's pass the shirt on to this guy, and this guy's then selling it on because, you know, he wants some money. If it is from the World Cup, because obviously that was the World Cup they won, that would be a massive, massive coup. I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for a little bit more then, but, you know, it is what it is. And there was only one bid, and it ended up going for £1,284.71 approximately. It's in good condition. I have my doubts about this one, but, you know, what can we say that? I don't know. Third. Okay, so we're back with our French friends who are associated with the charity, the Cystic Fibrosis charity. I think they've featured in pretty much every list we've done. And this time, they've got something really special. I'm all for Remy Cabella and Montpellier shirts, but I think a jersey worn by Di Maria for PSG probably is a little bit higher up on people's wish lists. So God knows where they're getting these shirts from, but wherever they're sourcing them from, they're doing a great thing, because the money they're raising must be great, and it must be going to people who are the charity must be really pleased with all the money they're raising. Just imagine if they were to get a Messi PSG shirt, how much money would that go for? That'd be interesting. Maybe they'll get one. Who knows? But you know, Di Maria, he's no slouch. And this time there was 20 bids, and it ended up selling for £1,599 and 4 pennies approximately. So that's not too bad, that is. And it's going to be legitimate, so nice little addition for somebody there. Penultimate shirt, and it is a vintage Kappa AC Milan 1989 Van Basten shirt. Van Basten, one of my favourite older players. You know, it's before my time. Effectively, it was almost before I was born that he was playing, certainly, and retired, unfortunately due to injuries. But you know, I think if I was to get a older shirt, I would maybe go for a Van Basten shirt. So this one is, of course, it's a classic Milan shirt from the time when they were absolutely dominating football. And the seller says, please be aware that this shirt is slightly different on the neck from the shirt used in the 89 final. On this shirt it is white, with the final shirt it is red, and the shirt in the 1990 has a Champions Trophy on the front instead of the Scudetto Italian badge. Style shirt similar to the shirt used in the 89 European Cup final versus Steaua Bucharest and the 1990 final against Benfica. So he says that this is in great condition, and look at the photographs, it looks in great condition also. I know a lot of people who collect vintage shirts do like Milan shirts from this sort of time period, and there were only 9 bids, but they were high bids. This time it ended up selling for £1,751, bang on. It's a good amount of money, that is, but you know, Van Basten, he is a legend of the game, so I can understand why people would go for that. Okay then, number 1. This is fun, interesting. So remember the previous video, if you watched it, of course. The top one was that Wolf shirt, wasn't it, with the medal, and it ended up selling for just over £7,000, right, which was a massive amount of money. Well, it's back again. It didn't sell. The person didn't pay, which is an absolute nightmare on eBay. Especially, if you're selling a t-shirt for like 30 quid and someone doesn't pay, like, really? But if you're selling something for £7,000 and no one pays, oh, that's got to be gooding. Well, it's going to be really gooding as well. Now, it's obviously sold for a lot of money because it's still top, but it didn't sell for £7,000. It didn't even sell for half of £7,000. So this time there were 39 bids, and it ended up selling for £3,000 bang on. Now imagine if the person who was the second to last bidder the previous weeks, and they were genuine, and they were, let's say they bidded £6,800, and they would have paid that, and then because the guy who bid 7,000 sacked it off, and now you've gone to sell it again and you've only got £3,000. Ooh, that is a bit of a bugger, that is. It's still a lot of money, but I can imagine he's not feeling too happy about it. But who knows, we might see it again in a couple of weeks' time when he's relisted it because someone didn't sell it again. Maybe he's just using this as an excuse to show it off. get yourself an Instagram page, friend. That's what you should do instead. But £3,000, and imagine if you were the second last bidder last time and you were going to pay 6,800, and this time you picked up for 3,000. That's a nice little saving you've made there. But that's it, really. That's the top 10. It is. We've had a little bit of a nice little mix there, haven't we? Really, not too many duplications going on. If I would have had to choose which one I would have gone for, possibly would have gone for the Milan shirt for the Van Basten. Do like the Brighton shirt because of the design. And that's it, really. Nothing else really stood out too much. I suppose the Di Maria shirt would have been pretty cool to own as well, and possibly the totally legitimate French shirt. But let me know, did you buy any of these shirts? Would you have bought any of these shirts? And yeah, let me know what you think about what's happened over the last few weeks. Anyway, as always, I will thank you guys for watching, and I will see you during the upcoming week with some pretty cool shirts to show you. I think you'll be quite excited to see what I have. Anyway, goodbye.